I'm hoping he's going to be on the sideline, and I'm hoping everything be back to normal. I think we're all grateful that he's in better health than he was over the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good look for the team.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Tell me the truth.
but,
Come on.
but what's a bad look for the team?
Money Pots.
Hey guys, this is your favorite neighborhood gambler, Moss Money. Thanks for clicking on my video. If you're into gambling, if you're into winning money at gambling, hell, if you love talking Eagles, this is the channel and the videos for you. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, tell a friend to tell a friend, and enjoy the shows.
So let's go to Friday though. You know where we
We
going?
got Friday
You
game.
know where we going on Friday night.
Oh, we going Friday
We
night.
going to the lights in
Ooh,
Big Boulder.
ooh.
We're gonna test the
I'm on it.
wheels.
I'm on this game too, boy. Tell me what you got.
Let's talk about it.
Let's
We're
talk
going to
about it.
Boulder. We're gonna pay our respect to Coach Prime.
Is Prime
Thank
gonna be on the
you.
sideline
I don't know. I don't got any
with the
insight
house
on that if
chair?
he's gonna be on there. I'm hoping he's gonna be on the sideline, and I'm hoping everything be back to normal. I think we're all grateful that he's in better health than he was over the summertime.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good look for the team.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Tell me the truth.
but,
Come on.
but what's a bad look for the team? What's a bad look for the team
Yes, it is.
is that Georgia Tech is coming to town,
Uh-huh.
and they always bring their pill caps. I'm
Mm.
sorry, their hard hats and their pill. What is the pill lunchbox? The pill
Yeah,
box
you ready?
lunchbox.
Yeah,
Right?
lunchbox. Yep.
So, and it's just one of these games. I like the short line here. I think is at 4. Is that thing showing at 4?
4.5.
4.5. I like to buy a point here. So this is what I'm looking at. Um, it the first thing is Shador Sanders is gone. Obviously, he's a Cleveland Brown. You have the Heisman champion, and Travis Hunter is now down there in Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two of the biggest productive pieces that Colorado has had. Now who's inserted into that replacement for Shador Sanders? Kaidon Salters, big time player, very unique, can throw the ball downfield, really fast, can move out the pocket. So he's no slouch. He's experienced out of Liberty University. We've seen what he's able to do there in Liberty. I think the stats say 77 touchdowns in his career, 56 passing, 21 rushing. So he's an athlete.
Surprising though, he beat out the kid.
Well, the kid's a young kid, and that's when you got somebody like this coming in at Caden and has the belief in Coach Prime. And I think Coach Prime is saying nothing but great things about him. I think, and I quote, Caden is unbelievable.
That's his Prime talking though. That's Prime preaching.
Yeah, but I think if you get Prime's confidence, I think that's a big thing. So I think Caden,
it ain't no Shador. Right. It ain't no Shador.
We will see.
It ain't no Shador. It ain't no because so the quarterback that I'm talking about, I think was he out of Florida? Was he out of Florida runner? But wasn't he the number 1 quarterback, Julian Lewis?
Yes, I think he was like one of the top. Oh, I don't know if he's number 1.
Top 3. I think he was top 3.
Number 1 with Michigan, right?
Yeah,
he was top,
I think it was definitely top 3. But I was surprised when they named Sultan the starter. Because I was like, oh, I thought Julian Lewis was that guy. Because to me, if I'm Julian Lewis, I came here to play. Right? I claim to Colorado play. Your son's not here. I came to play and to compete. Like, what am I doing here?
Maybe he did play and compete, and the boy Caden is just that guy. And that's the thing. That's the thing about college football, and that's what we're going to start losing is the earnship of players. I'm happy Prime is true to his, and he said, hey, we cutting you a check, but you still got to wait your turn, or you just ain't like. That's what's happening now. So these kids coming out of high school that are projected to be these great players, especially at the quarterback position, is going to get all this money, and then say they get to the university. It's plenty of times that these kids ain't ready. You know what I mean? And then you got to play them because what? Boosters unpaid $8 million for them to go here, and that's not like now we're looking at a professional league, and it's going to start trickling down to the impact of college football because you ain't gonna be just sitting out here paying all this kid all his money and he ain't gonna pay. He ain't gonna play.
Exactly.
But hopefully you have some coaches that's gonna be true to who they are and they don't give a shit about who's talking to them above, and they're gonna do the best for their team and not just put in a player because of all the other politics behind it. But anyway, back to this game. I just like Georgia Tech here on the road. I think the coach got these guys prepared. You have a 6-year senior still playing football in Haynes King. And I know we know that Haynes King can ball out. He's returning for his 3rd season at Georgia Tech as a starter.
Yep.
After leading his team into consecutive winning seasons, which hasn't been done since Clemson and AAC. So we're looking at a very, and I think last year Haynes King got hurt mid-season that kind of hampered them throughout the rest of the year. So Haynes King being back full healthy, he's a dual threat, can throw the ball, can run the football. I think it's going to cause problems, but most importantly, I think Colorado's still going to have problems up front. And that Georgia Tech O-line, Georgia Tech defensive front, they are vicious and they're going to get after it. I think that line is at 4.5. I would buy a point here. I originally got it at 3.5, so I bought a point down to get to 2.5. So it already went up a point. I'm going to stick with my number here at 3.5. If you want to, I think Georgia Tech actually goes in and wins by at least 10. I think they control the time on the clock.
Yep.
I think you'll be you having a big adjustment with the losses of Shador and Travis, and it's going to take some time for Colorado to kind of jump on board. Will they be hype in the building? Will it be noisy? Georgia Tech has played in big time games. They played in Death Valley. You can't get no louder than that year in and year out. I like Georgia Tech here. Ground and pound, control the ball game, win by at least more than 10 points. Maybe like a 24-14-ish, could be maybe 31-21, something like that. 10-point game. Give me Georgia Tech on the road to open up their season. Yeah, man, that's my play. Okay, you with it?
Oh, I'm with it. I'm with it now. So I've been switching back and forth on this bet because I don't know if I want to take the line, but what I really think is that in this particular case, the loss of not only Shador is going to be felt, but Hunter is going to be felt extremely bad in this one. Even though I know that they are returning their starting corner or one of their starting corners. I think his name is DJ. What's his last name? DJ. Colorado? DJ, is it McKinley? I think it's DJ something. I forget his name out there in Colorado, but they're returning some players, right? They got their big guy up front in Seton. Yeah, it is DJ McKinley for Colorado in terms of the secondary, but he ain't no Hunter. And I mean, Hunter broke a record of how much he didn't come off the field, and his impact was felt offensively, defensively, special teams. You just can't replace that, and you can't replace it with two guys. That is a special talent.
You know what's even crazy that I don't think get credit? I don't want to cut you off. I apologize.
Yeah.
Is that what you just said? He didn't come off the field, and he did that at altitude. Like nobody talks about him being in Colorado where there is thin air there, and he just he's a beast, man. He's a beast, man.
Yeah, like he didn't get tired. So when you have a player like that, or you have the convenience of that type of player, like you got to figure out how to come up with something else to combat that or replace that, and you really just can't. And I think Deion's going to find that out here. So I actually like the Georgia Tech team total over. I think Georgia Tech's going to be able to score here because I don't have any faith in Colorado's defense. It really wasn't that good last year.
What's the line? About 22 and a half?
So it's 20. I like it at 27.5.
27.5.
Right? Give me a. You don't think Georgia Tech can't score a touchdown or quarter?
I think they're going to be able to control the game. I think, you might get a little tired at the second half because they are at altitude. So you might, but I did say between either it's going to be 24, 14, or 31, 21. So that 31 gets you over there.
Yeah, so I was looking at the side, but I was like, I don't know what Colorado's defense is going to look like. So, and then and you're losing Hunter, and I think they lost a linebacker too. I think their leading tackler.
Yeah, he left. He transferred to Alabama, right?
Yeah, he transferred to Bama. So I mean, you're talking about your two biggest impact players on defense are gone.
Yep.
And you're gonna replace it with what? Yep. So I mean, going to play for Deion is great, but it wasn't like they were really that. I mean, they were decent last year. They went 9-4. They got to a bowl game, but I mean, there was some holes, some big time holes, and you had premium players, NFL players on that team. Now you got none. Yeah, give me Georgia Tech
Let's go, baby.
To run up score. They might get 28 by halftime, dog.
Yeah, and I was also looking at the first half, so I might take the first half just because I think they'll be able to kind of get out there and kind of set the tone. It's just hard when you got, the question mark is up front for Colorado, and we know what Georgia Tech is going to be bringing. They're going to be bringing their hard helmets, and they're going to be ready to go, especially up in the front line. That's why I think they're going to be able to control the football game.